Did you know that a secret cult once thrived within the Roman Empire, worshipping a mysterious god who was said to have slain a cosmic bull? This is the story of Mithras and the enigmatic Mithraic mysteries. Imagine walking the bustling streets of Rome. Whispers of a powerful god named Mithras echo through the alleys. Originating from the east, he was a tapestry woven with threads of older beliefs and newer interpretations, soon to spread across the Roman Empire. Mithraism originated in ancient Persia, where Mithra was an important deity in the religion of Zoroastrianism. As the cult spread westward through the ancient world, it underwent significant transformations, blending Persian elements with Greco-Roman traditions and beliefs. However, the cult truly flourished from the 2nd to 4th centuries CE, spreading rapidly across the Roman Empire, particularly among the military. In Roman Mithraism, Mithras was venerated as the god of covenants, mutual trust, and loyalty. This aspect appealed greatly to the Roman soldiers, merchants, and administrators who formed the backbone of the cult's following. Mithras was seen as the divine protector of oaths, contracts, and solemn promises between men. The cult emphasized moral virtues like courage, integrity, and justice, which resonated with the Roman ideals of brotherhood and duty. Depictions often showed Mithras shaking hands with the sun god, symbolizing their sacred covenant. Imagine a journey not through space, but through the soul's evolution. This wasn't just a climb, it was a spiritual ascension, a ladder reaching into the very heavens where Mithras himself resided. Initiates into the Mithraic mysteries underwent an elaborate system of 7 grades, each marked by secret rituals and teachings. This spiritual journey was seen as a symbolic ascent through the celestial spheres towards enlightenment and union with the divine. The first step was the Corax, inspired by the raven, a messenger of the gods and a symbol of new beginnings. Initiates at this stage were considered novices, just starting their mystical journey. Next came the Nymphos, a mysterious grade often represented by a veiled figure symbolizing the initiate's readiness for the sacred marriage with the divine. As a Miles, the initiate became a soldier of Mithras, demonstrating their commitment to the god's army, ready to battle the forces of darkness. The Leo, or lion, marked a significant transformation. Here, the initiate embodied the fierce strength and courage of the lion, a creature associated with the sun and the fire of the heavens. The Perses, or Persian grade, signified a deeper understanding of the cult's teachings, reflecting Mithraism's Persian origins and the initiate's mastery over the self. The Heliodromus, or sun courier, was a grade of enlightenment, where the initiate became a messenger like the sun, carrying the light of knowledge across the sky. Finally, the Pater, or father, was the culmination of the Mithraic journey. As a spiritual guide and leader, the Pater held the wisdom of the heavens and shared it with those below. Each level brought new revelations and responsibilities, culminating in the highest rank of Pater, who presided over the cult's rituals and teachings. Central to Mithraic iconography was the tauroctony, the mythical scene of Mithras slaying a sacred bull. This enigmatic image adorned every Mithraeum and held deep symbolic meaning for the cult's adherents. The bull represented the primal forces of the cosmos, while Mithras's sacrifice brought forth life from death. The bull's blood was the source of vegetation, its sperm the origin of animals, and its soul the genesis of human consciousness. Other symbolic elements like the dog, serpent, scorpion, and zodiac figures added layers of esoteric meaning, tying the myth to astrology, the cycle of the seasons, and the soul's journey after death. The cult conducted its rituals and initiations in subterranean temples known as Mithraea. These cave-like sanctuaries were intentionally constructed underground or in secluded grottos, replicating the cave where Mithras was said to have been born from an immaculate rock. Mithraea were long, narrow chambers with a raised podium at one end, where cult images and reliefs were displayed. Benches lined the sides for worshippers, and a pit or altar stood before the podium for sacrifices and ceremonies. The underground setting added an air of mystery and separation from the outside world, creating a sense of exclusive belonging among the initiated members. Among the lesser-known figures in the Mithraic pantheon was the enigmatic lion-headed deity Arimanius or Arimanus. This enigmatic deity appears to be a syncretic symbol, combining influences from Iranian, Egyptian, and Gnostic traditions, representing the cosmic forces of chaos, darkness, and matter that the enlightened soul must overcome. Other interpretations saw Arimanius as a personification of the cosmic cycle of time, with the lion's head representing the circling zodiac and the eternal cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. There are parallels between Arimaneus and Ahriman in Zoroastrianism, who was the evil spirit of darkness, destruction, and chaos that opposes the wise Lord Ahura Mazda. The lion-headed Arimaneus may represent these chaotic forces that Mithras battles against. Another entity that shares similarities with the lion-headed figure is the Egyptian serpent deity known as Apep or Apophis. This ancient symbol of chaos and darkness, which was believed to be vanquished by Ra, the sun god, represents the primal forces of evil and disorder. Just as the lion-headed figure stands in opposition to the forces of light and order, Apep embodies the eternal struggle against the sun god, highlighting the theme of cosmic balance between good and evil. In some Gnostic traditions, the lion-faced archons were seen as evil forces that ensnared the divine spark within humans, similar to how Arimaneus trapped souls in the material world, or according to some interpretations. The Mithraic mysteries did not exist in isolation, but rather formed part of the vibrant landscape of mystery cults that flourished in the Greco-Roman world. Adherents likely saw connections and parallels between Mithraism and traditions like the Eleusinian mysteries, the cult of Cybele, or the Egyptian Osiris myth. All of these religions dealt with themes of death, rebirth, and attaining spiritual enlightenment through initiation rites. The astrological elements in Mithraism also linked it to widespread practices of astral worship and sun veneration. Mithraism may have borrowed elements from or influenced other contemporary belief systems, as these mystery traditions intermingled across the Roman world. There are intriguing parallels between the ancient cult of Mithras and the symbolism and rituals of modern Freemasonry. Both groups place great emphasis on brotherly love, moral rectitude, and the use of archetypal symbols and allegories to convey spiritual truths. The Mithraic grades of initiation bear similarities to the hierarchical degrees found in Freemasonry. The mythological scene of Mithras being born from a rock is also echoed in Masonic rituals about the birth of light from stone. While direct historical links are difficult to establish, some scholars theorize that Freemasonry may have drawn inspiration from the ancient Mithraic tradition when it was revived during the Renaissance. At the heart of Mithraism was the powerful creation myth surrounding Mithras's cosmic sacrifice of the sacred bull. This primordial act was said to have brought forth all life on earth from the bull's body and blood. From the bull's spilled blood sprang the first plants and grain. Its seed became the source of all animal life. Even human consciousness was believed to have arisen from the bull's departing soul. This vivid story of death giving rise to existence resonated deeply with the ancient mind. It expressed the mysteries of life, the cyclic nature of the seasons, and the belief in an immortal soul transcending physical death. For centuries, Mithraism coexisted alongside Christianity in the Roman world. However, as the Christian faith grew in strength and imperial favor, the cult of Mithras came under increasing persecution and suppression. In the late 4th century CE, the Christian emperors Gratian, Valentinian II, and Theodosius I issued edicts outlawing pagan rites, closing temples and seizing properties, measures that devastated Mithraism's underground sanctuaries. By the 5th century, with Christianity as the official state religion, Mithraism had faded from the Western world. Its last outposts likely persisted for some time in remote provinces of the East before finally disappearing. For over a millennium after its demise, the cult of Mithras was largely forgotten until its stunning archaeological rediscovery began in the 16th century. The mysteries of Mithras had been resurrected from oblivion. Over the following centuries, excavations across Europe and the Mediterranean unearthed hundreds of Mithraic temples, artifacts, and inscriptions, providing tantalizing glimpses into this once flourishing ancient mystery tradition. Prominent archaeologists like Franz Cumont devoted their careers to studying the cult, piecing together its beliefs and practices from the fragmentary evidence. One of the most notable Mithraea in Rome is the Barberini Mithraeum, which dates from the 3rd century AD. It was uncovered during restructuring work under Palazzo Barberini in 1936 and features a well-preserved fresco of Mithras performing the tauroctony, a central ritual in Mithraism. Though Mithraism itself faded away, the cult has left an indelible mark on art, literature, and culture through the ages. The striking imagery of Mithras slaying the bull has inspired countless works from Renaissance artists like Raphael. The idea of a spiritual brotherhood bound by secret initiations has echoed through esoteric societies and literature like the Freemasons and Mozart's The Magic Flute. Even modern fantasy works like Michael Moorcock's Eternal Champions series have drawn upon Mithraic myths and symbolism. In this way, the ancient mysteries surrounding the Persian god of covenants have endured as a powerful motif representing humanity's eternal search for life's deeper truths. The cult of Mithras may have faded into obscurity, but its legacy continues to intrigue and inspire us centuries later. From the awe-inspiring Tauroctony scenes to the profound symbolism of its initiation rites, the Mithraic mysteries beckoned the ancient mind to peer into the cosmic mysteries of life, death, and rebirth. As we conclude our mythic voyage, the whisperings of this long-lost faith linger, reminding us that the greatest secrets often lie just beneath the surface, waiting to be rediscovered. If you've been captivated by the enigmatic tale of Mithras and the Mithraic mysteries, don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe for more fascinating journeys into the ancient world. What other veiled wonders from antiquity still await our curiosity? Keep exploring the past with us here on Historic Mindscape, where the marvels and mysteries of bygone eras are unveiled in vivid detail. Until next time, delve deeper into the arcane knowledge that has shaped our civilization's foundations.